Good afternoon, good evening, good morning. Jason here in Signature Esports, and a pleasure it is to have you here live and in charge for the NASCAR East Coast Racing League right here on Facebook, Twitch, YouTube. Good to see everybody out there. Thank you for the new followers. Thank you for all the new folks out there on every platform you can get. Misery TV, how's it going for you? Good to see you out there on Twitch. Appreciate you very much. Thank you to Bob Gray for becoming a follower out there on Facebook. Jerry McCauley giving us a like. Harold giving us a like out there as well. Thank you, Harold. I appreciate you very much. Let's see some viewers out there on YouTube. Make sure you reach up, hit that like button for me, and make sure that you are subscribed to the notification bell for all of the important stuff that we're doing over here at Signature Esports, including all the gaming and all the fun and all the fantastic stuff that we have, including the iRacing series that we broadcast every evening and soon to be 7 days a week. It's going to be a ton of fun. NASCAR East Coast Racing League is the series, and we are ready to rock and roll with some Dover action. Miles the Monster is ready to jump on board with everything that we're doing here. Dover International Speedway, 140 laps. Make sure you give us a follow on Facebook and go to iracing.com and get your subscription today. It'd be awesome if you did it. And make sure that you tune in for all the Truck Series racing every Tuesday night here for the NASCAR East Coast Racing League. It is always a great time, that is for darn sure. They are going to finish up qualifying, get their driver information taken care of, and we'll go over the starting grid here in just a moment. But while they do so, what we are going to do is we are going to talk about Dover International Speedway, 140 laps. They are going to have unlimited sets of tires here for today's race, 70% fuel, 2 green, white checkers, 1 fast repair. On this track, a little bit of overcast skies. That'll play a factor into tire wear. Multi-groove track for the series. It is Dover's just an interesting track, especially being that you can get some wall damage and you can still compete, and it's literally all about tire wear and track temperature. Track temperature is going to play a big factor here. 85 degrees on the track temperature. We should see that either go up a few degrees or possibly go down to match the weather on the outside of the racetrack. It's going to be 75 degrees. 39% humidity means sticky tires early, and once they heat up, they're going to get slick. So we should see what happens there. The 6-mile-an-hour wind here shouldn't be too big of a deal, but we'll see. It should be a good race. You're absolutely right. I'm excited to see it. Make sure that if you haven't done so, make sure you join our Discord, and or you can join our gilded server that we have as well. Get in game with me, have some fun, ton of stuff. Misery says there should be a good race. I think it's going to be a fantastic race. So if you like what you're seeing, make sure you reach up, hit that like button, hit the notification bell again, subscribe, follow, whatever you want to do on whatever platform that you're in. I'd appreciate you very much. Thank you to everybody out there for doing what you're doing. You're amazing to bring us exactly where we are. I couldn't have done it without you, and I'm going to hold on to that. We're going to watch the number 8 qualify here. This is Scott Black, looking to be the 15th driver in the field, and we'll see what kind of lap time he puts down here. And so Mark Beverly right now has the fastest lap on the racetrack at the moment. Nashville this weekend is going to be crazy. I agree. I think it's going to be fun, though. Let's see. Scott Black's first lap is 9th in the standings. We'll see what the second one brings for us here. Nashville's going to be fun. I think it's going to be... I think, and that's one of those tracks that, second lap's not going to count for the 8. Man, he was on track for at least 3rd there. Man, oh man, second lap not going to count. But that's still awesome. The 8 of Scott Black able to rebound there. He's going to get up there and make that final turn, maybe work on some practice laps here. Nashville Superspeedway is it's a pretty fun track, though. I had fun at it with the trucks and the cup cars whenever it was the official race on iRacing, so that was a ton of fun. Watched the Next Gens earlier today, practice at Phoenix, ISM Phoenix Raceway for NASCAR, for regular NASCAR, for the testing sessions that they've been doing. So we will be definitely seeing some big changes and maybe even some improvements. I know that they just improved the rule structure to include tampering with the vehicle. Basically disqualify if you're locked in for the chase. You can actually, if your team tampers with any of the pre-manufactured parts to your car, they could 500. Well, not just a 500K fine, but you could lose your playoff berth too. So I think that is probably the most interesting thing, because we have very, very we have not seen too many people disqualified from being able to be involved in the playoffs. So I'm pretty curious to see what they're going to be able to do here for those especially over the course of the season. So we'll see what they're going to have there. Roger, thank you for the like out there on Facebook. Much love to you, brother. Appreciate you very much. AB is playing out there, so we might be able to raid her after we're done. I like AB. She's pretty awesome. Sort of Feet moved over to YouTube, so I can't raid on YouTube yet. So it's kind of one of those things I wish that they would focus on. All right, we're gonna go over the qualifying grid. Up at the top, though, you're gonna see your favorite drivers for the NECRL, and you're gonna see the point standings through the top 16. We're gonna get back into doing this because I want to make sure that we are keeping things a little bit more consistent on my end. Oh, there it is. There is the not that. Holy cow. Empty? Let's just empty things off here. About we hide that and try this again. Starting grid here for Dover is going to be Mark Beverly in the number 13. Mark Cadmore is going to be the outside pole sitter here for the two drivers as we get ready to line them up and knock them down. Jared McCauley is going to be the third driver in the field. Nick Lawrence, the guy who takes care of me over here, he's going to be the outside position there, fourth spot in row number 2. Dialed in Racing driver Brett Summers, the number 7, is going to have John Ciolino at 33 to the outside of him. Roger Strickland, Haas Beverly, that'll make up row number 4. Scott Black and Shane Shepard will make up row number 5. Raj is back in the mix. He's going to be out there in row 6 with Patrick Baldwin to his outside. And let's move down that starting grid. Jeremy Talley, the number 2, one of the fastest drivers in practice for a while, is going to be back there at the tail end. He's going to have Joey Allen there as well. Nate Cockdell is going to be the 15th driver in the field. Good to see everybody out there. Good to see the field ready to roll, ready to run, and we're going to have 140 laps. You probably did that because of Kyle Larson wearing tricks. I'm not even sure. Not even sure why they did it, but they did do it, so might as well do it. Anybody can go out there and cheat, so to speak. But the last thing you want to do is you don't want to get out there and actually see that happen. So I'm going to move this overlay down. You're going to see it kind of twitch there a little bit because I want to make sure that it's on the screen and the proper placement for you. And there we go. Now we're going to move it back up where it's supposed to be, move it over where it's supposed to be. There we go. Thank you, SDK, for being a part of my streams. Thank you to everybody else out there as well. I'm excited to see what NASCAR is going to bring and how they're going to be able to make it work, especially when it comes to the fines. And do I have a link to this league? I don't have a link to it, but they're searchable. It's just the NASCAR East Coast Racing League. You'll be able to find them out there. They're pretty. They're in the league directory on iRacing. I don't have a link to them though. Oh goodness, we're hydrated. We're ready to roll. We're ready to go. And so are the drivers, as we will see the pace car dip in, waiting for the green flag here for 140 laps. The Monster Mile is going to be rolling. Miles is ready. Are you? Green flag waves here at Dover. Into the turns they go. Mark Beverly out, pacing it at the moment, and we will see exactly what they're going to have in store over the course of a long green flag run. I should suspect that this is exactly what you're going to be looking at when it comes to how they're going to be able to make the field work. Into the corner they go, rolling. quite nicely. Mark having a 0.3 of a second lead over Cadmore, who's in that snuggle forward behind him. Nick Lawrence picking up a spot already as we see the drone working its fingers to the bone at the moment. Front stretch running for the drivers as lap 3 is being completed. Here's what it looks like out of turn 2 onto the backstretch. Definitely a big factor here for these drivers as we see the inside line run just a little bit for the 18. He's going to try to make that pass here and carry down the stretch. Macaulay tries to turn the inside. Nick Lawrence runs the fastest lap of the race so far. As you see, 2 trying to be the better benefit of these drivers. Moving around the corners, 4 laps in. Pretty clean running. On to the stretch high line. Boom, 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 boom. 1 and 2 carrying gyro cam for the race leader here. Mark Beverly has a win in the series. He's trying to make it another one here at Dover. 0.7 of a second. I know that Nick was faster 2 laps ago, but Mark just ran the fastest lap of the race last time by 23:06. Still trying to see if his tires are going to warm up here, if he's going to run a faster lap. This time by, he's about 0.2 of a second faster than the driver behind him, Nick Lawrence, trying to make the line work for him. One of the admins here for the series. Good running truck league. 15 laps in, and he's rolling. Jeremy Talley, biggest mover of the race at the moment. He's currently holding on to the bottom lane, trying to pick up a spot here and there, looking at Strickland in front of him. Roger having a good day right now as well, up a spot. Brett Summers right where he started. Roger looks like he's going to be there. You hear the feather out of the corner from the drivers here as you see the number 2 rolling forward. He does have it figured out. I think he's going to highline Bristol it right there. A little egg-shaped motif. 69 of Baldwin. Patrick Baldwin driving that forward there at the tail end of the field. About 8 seconds off the race leader. 8.5. Trying to figure a few things out here. Raj back 3 spots right now. That 4 trying to hold on. 7.2 seconds so far. Has a little bit of company in front of him. Shane Shepard, the number 4, trying to track down Haas Beverly in the field. I went ahead and put an H in their name. Ashley, give some love out there to Macaulay. Make Zoe proud. Appreciate you out there. I put an H in front of Haas's name and an M in front of M's name as far as at the tail end. So we can tell who's doing what there so that way you can tell as well. 2 Beverlys in the field. Yeah, sometimes we have 3. 4 trying to track down the 22. 22 in 12th right now. Cogdell in 11th, up 4 spots, and they are still cooking with fire, right? That's the way I see it. Jared off a spot from the start of the race, trying to carry the midline, not going to get all the way down to the field. 7's going to utilize that high line just a little bit, egg shape into it, little right side for the number 44. Summers is going to be right behind him though. Summers trying to make a pass here. It does look like that is going to be the competition that you see at the moment. Overhead cam for Brett Summers as you look at the back of the 44. That freaky fast to 44 is going to let the 7 go by and let that pass happen. So, looks like Macaulay off track there. Something happened. Not quite sure if he was trying to come down a pit road and locked it up. I'm not quite sure what happened. Let's take a look. I wonder if he was just coming down pit road. Oh, and he did. He just kind of locked it up there. Was trying to come down to pit road and gets himself off track there. He's into pit road. Mark Beverly's going to be out there. Macaulay a lap down. Lawrence in second, 1.3 seconds to difference. Mark having all sorts of fun right now off the spot. Mark Cadmore is going to be in third here. Jared to pit road. I wonder if he is... wouldn't think that he would be calling it quits. I think that he is probably getting some of that stuff repaired. I'm not quite sure. Maybe saving that fast repair. 13 of 140. A green flag run in the midst as Jared still sits on pit road. He is going another lap down. You see Nick Lawrence, 1.7 seconds. Cadmore picking up a few spots here. Off a spot from the start of the race. Whoa, Summers getting free off the corner back there. Little tap on the wall, little right side They come around 3 and 4, completing 1.5 of 140. 7 having the same kind of little tappity tap on there as well. Roger Strickland, clean little race truck so far. That little Toyota is running Fish River Designs on Strickland's truck there. Fish River Designs Facebook, I think this is YouTube, or on Instagram. I'm not quite sure if that's YouTube or what that other logo is, but it kind of looks like that. 8 of Scott Black up 3 spots. Nate Cogdell and the 00 has the 23 right there with him. 23 of Joey Allen blinking just a little bit for me, but the 00 trying to make that Sonic machine fast here. Career points leader there as well. Look at the top of your screen. You're going to see those kind of scrolling across there. Absolutely awesome to be able to talk about what these drivers are doing. Macaulay, 10th in points, still sitting on pit road right now. 1 minute 50 seconds at the moment. So maybe some things getting worked out. 5 laps down for the driver. Baldwin, 12.5 seconds to Mark Beverly. And you want to know what 12.5 seconds looks like? Well, there is the 69. And there is your race leader coming across the stripe. About half the track distance right now. 15.5 seconds, 16 seconds for Baldwin. As Baldwin hit the wall a little bit right there, so it looks like he might come to pit road here and try to figure a few things out. Shane Shepard right behind the 2 of Talley. And they are running. Run. Beverly, Lawrence, Cadmore, Strickland, Summers, Cogdell. And I kind of want to look at the lap times. Nate, fastest on the racetrack right now, 24:09. On the last lap, the lap prior, this lap, 24:71, trying to work his way around as Mark Beverly, 24:36 on his lap time. Joey Allen just as fast as the 23 carries with Scott Black in front of him. Scott Black about 0.2 of a second off the race leader. This time by a little bit faster as they come around, 24:53. Mark Beverly to Nick Lawrence, 24 and some change. Take a look at the last 5 lap times for your race leader. Lawrence better on 16 and 19, 15, 17, 18 better for Mark Beverly. As you kind of got to figure out what you're going to be driving here and how you're going to drive it over the course of the field. Do you pitter patter a little bit for a couple of laps to save some of that beefy tiredness, or are you going to try to run a 24.58 for him? Nate up to 4th now, 24.47. It seems like he might be just starting from the back of the field to waver a few things. 25 seconds right now. He's got about 6.5 seconds, 6.6 seconds between he and Mark Beverly. We shall see what entails. 6.5. His last lap, 24.30. Mark Beverly, 24.59. Mark fastest out there for a little while. Right now, Nate is trying to work his way to the front. Mark Cadmore in that 3rd spot. Better look behind him because he's going to have some company very soon. Snuggle on board. See Cogdell trying to close the distance on the 86. Baldwin went to pit road. He's going to be 4 laps down. Macaulay back out in the field. He is 9 laps down. I think he got all of his damage repaired. So it's good to see Jared out there. Did not take the fast repair. Has the 7 with him there. There's the 22. Long racetrack here. And a long race, 22 of Haas Beverly trying to get to the inside of Summers here. Haas really holding on. And you see the 7 right there in his midst. Has to stay out of the throttle here, though. Into the corner, trying to keep it low. 7's going to be able to be competitive high as we see the battle for 9th be between the 22 and the 7 side by side for a moment. Haas is going to clear the 7. And right now, that is exactly what we're seeing here. There's the right side damage for the 7 as they come around and keep competing laps here. Compete for all of them. Joey Allen up 8 positions here. Not the biggest mover of the race, but he's becoming closely that. Cogdell, 5.6 seconds between he and Mark Beverly. His last lap, 24.90. Nate Cogdell's last lap, 24.77. Scott Black, fastest on the racetrack right now. And this time we're going to see why Watch the line in as he catches up to Cogdell. He's going to drift up the racetrack, egg shape it in, out of the throttle, carries all the way back down to the corner exit, and boom, right there into that spot. His last lap, about the same as the race at 24.76, 0.2 of a second better, and is catching up to Cogdell. Cogdell is in third, biggest mover of the race. Don't count out anybody just yet. 27 of 140. 70% fuel for the drivers. 100% gives you about 65 laps here. So 70% of that. Let's do the math. Let's bring up the old calculator. 65 times 0.7, somewhere around the 45 to 50 mark. We should see. We'll see what happens. First caution happens. We're going to see where that comes from. Mark Cadmore, Roger Strickland involved. Let's take a look. 86 right there, 23 to the back bumper, 86 in. 44 drops it in. A little net code, but he was aggressive. And 86, oh man. The one getting involved in that as well. Holy cow. Stop that real quick. Far chase. Here's the 86. He's got a little right side damage. 44. I do believe that was Jared McCauley here to the inside. Little net code. And man, oh man. But we look at what happened to Roger here. Roger was behind the group here. 23 there to the inside. 44 just trying to clear. Puts it there. One out of the gas. He's like, oh, no. And man, it was a little, he was able to net code through that, but I don't know how much damage that does anymore with the way it looks. So everybody to pit road. Everybody. Pat Baldwin's going to be the, could have been the lucky dog here. Should still be the lucky dog. 44 was involved in the incident. So I do believe that might be exactly what we're looking at. He will be 5 laps down at the moment, but should be 4 laps here very soon. It should be released, or if not, he's going to be released for the free pass along with Jared McCauley. Mark Beverly is going to be the race leader off pit road. Nick Lawrence in second. Nate Cogdell in third. Scott Black in fourth. Haas Beverly in fifth on the loop around here. Shane Shepard will be in sixth off pit road. Jeremy Talley in seventh. Roger Strickland getting himself a little bit of repairs there. Didn't take the fast repair. Raj in ninth as the 67 rolls out. John Ciolito in the 33. Carrying the Cabela's paint scheme today is going to be in 10th. That's your top 10. And we will wait for the pace car to do its job. Taking a hydrate break. Be right back with you here in a second. First caution happens, and we're going to see where we can go. the iRacing officials release a lap down cars. Virtual NASCAR track here, Dover International Speedway. 13, 18, 00, and the 8. And it's going to be about the great escape here. Who's going to be able to hold on? 00 of Cocktail's going to be down low right there with Mark Beverly. Wonder if Mark's going to have to change his line or change the way he drives, because the 00 has gone through the field, was able to start catching him about 5.5 seconds back before the caution came out. And now they're going to be able to do it again. 13, 18, 8, 0, 4. It's going to be your time 5. Right through the mix they're going to go. Here is Fred the Barney Flagman. Dover going back to green here. Turn 1, busy. 18 of Lawrence was able to keep up with Beverly for a while, but it did seem like Beverly was able to outrun the 18 for about 13 laps. After about 13 laps. So we will see kind of how this thing is going to hold on. 00 clearing the 18 and going up to second. Nate Cockdale trying to lead back here again. And into the corner. Kind of sending it in hard here. Nate trying to be aggressive. 13 was just consistently running his line before. I don't know if Mark wants to battle him, or if he's just going to continue to run his line. We'll see. I'm curious to see how this is going to run. These two drivers, some of the best in the field, and Nick Lawrence, not anybody to sneeze off of as well. Nate Cockdale runs a 23.01, running down very hard into the corner, trying to get to the inside. Inside line is a good line, but the outside can keep up here. The 00 tries to send it into the corner. 13 will have a run off the outside. I don't know if he's going to be able to hold off to it yet. So this time by 23.06, which is Mark Beverly's fastest time. And Nate able to get out there. 13 to second. And 18 of Lawrence holding on. Nate has about an 11-point lead over the race leader, over Mark Beverly at the moment. I'm sorry, Mark Beverly fifth in the series at 29 points. Nate has about 11-point lead over the second place driver. He's a tie for second right now in points, but Nate has that 390 kind of locked in right now. Mike Harness 12th in points. You see that up there. There's Joseph Allen, Joey Allen back here in the 23. Currently 13th in points. Roger Strickland 14th. There's a lot to be said. You can catch up a lot of points with these races, and they still have several weeks left in the series, so that's going to be a ton of fun. We're going to see the playoffs happening very soon. That's the reason why I showed you the top 16 drivers, because of the playoff standings. So absolutely a ton of fun. 00, 0.8 of a second out over Mark Beverly at the moment. But don't count out Mark just yet. His last lap is, I think he's saving. I really think that he is just kind of saving his tires here. Dover might be Mark's track here. We'll see. Nick Lawrence right behind him. That's a little bit of right side there. And might be just trying to utilize every inch he can get from the 13 crossing into the lane here. 18 trying to comb it down. Nate Cogdell 23.33. It just seems like he is running the tires off of that thing kind of fast, because his fall off over the restart of the race. We'll take a look at the last 5 lap times, including this one here. 23.061, 23.251. Seems like his fall off is just not happening right here at all. It's kind of weird. 4 laps and almost identical lap times. We normally see a traditional fall off, which is what you're looking at here. Beverly 23.57, and that, I think, is what I'm saying. I think Mark is saving. I think Nate is running the heck out of it. Clean air here at Dover is a factor, but it's not that big of a factor when it comes to how it runs, because it runs very heavy into the wall and very, very pushy into the corner. So there's the 22 and 6th. He's trying to track down Tally. He does have Raj right behind him, 67, trying to utilize that forward power to chase down the big Haas 22 here. Man, oh man, How is everything? Brian Rinker giving us a like. Ashley giving us a like. Thank you, Ashley. Appreciate you very much. Roger Strickland, of course, giving us a like out there. Thank you to all the likes out there on Facebook. If you're out there watching on YouTube, make sure you reach up for your way to support, to follow us, or to like the stream. It actually helps more than you think. To all of your favorite streamers out there, or Facebook videos or YouTube videos, the best way to help folks in the series and in the streams is to get out there and do exactly that. Give those folks a like on their videos, even if you don't like it, but you want to support them. Like them, do it. Alrighty. All the wonderful folks on Twitch, thank you very much as well. You're all amazing. 22 into corner, trying to track him down. Nate Cogdell, 23.97 on his last lap. Mark Beverly, 23.73. So maybe a little bit here. Nate was running away with it there, and I think he is maybe trying to save now just a little bit. We'll see what happens. Mark might have just started saving from the get-go, because we know that that green flag run was 29 laps, or 28 laps when the caution came out. So they're already about 10 laps away from the halfway point of that, 10 to 12 laps away from that. So we're going to see what they're going to be able to do here. Kind of fun. Take you into a commercial. Be right back.
Ladies and gentlemen of the Iracing community, the Outcast Racing League will be hosting a cash prize fundraiser event, 80 laps fixed setup at Talladega Speedway on January 29th, 8 p.m. Eastern Time, with a $10 admission for a chance to win up to a $100 first place, $50 second place, and $25 third place prize based on a max field of 40. Prize money subject to change based on size of field.
7/10, now 8/10 of a second between the 1 and 2 spot here. Nate Cogdell started at the tail end of the field, and now at 51 laps, he is trying to best himself once again. 24.36 on his lap times, outstretching the 13 by just a little bit. 13 just running his consistent line that we saw. Nick Lawrence in third is able to hold on, and this is about the fall off that we saw before between 13 and 15 laps. You see the fall off between the 18 and the 13. Scott Black able to pick up some spots, so he's able to move around. Wheels America Cup Series going to start here in about 2 Thursdays from now. Not this Thursday, not next Thursday, but the Thursday after. We're going to be broadcasting the Wheels America Cup Series. I'm proud to have those guys on board. Proud to have every league that we have here on board as well. NASCAR East Coast Racing League. That is our Tuesday night truck series. Absolutely thrilled to see these fine folks roll. Ton of fun. Right now, Cogdell trying to manage the time. 24.56 on his last lap. About 4/100ths, just 4/100ths of a second slower. As you see him move this line up the racetrack, it's a little bit higher as Mark Beverly clears. He's going to be just a little bit faster here too. 24.6 for him. Mark Beverly 24.59. So about 5/100ths of a second. Last 5 laps for the top 5 drivers. 51, 52, 53 better for Beverly. Cogdell better on 49 and 50. We'll see this time if I do believe Cogdell had a better lap this time. Just by the look at the relative there. And he did 24.57, about 2/10 of a second. He's finding I don't know how he finds it, and that's something that maybe you drivers out there might be able to tell me. How you can find 2/10 of a second after 3 or 4 laps of a certain run. I'm just curious on how that works because as somebody who calls a lot of races, and the way that I see how things run, the way that drive lines work, and the way that tire wear, understanding the tire wear virtually for these trucks, I'm curious to see exactly how the way that these lines work. Let's look at the wheel here. That'll give us a big estimation here. Mark Beverly, his fall off is far greater than Nate Cogdell. There's not much difference on the drive line that they have, so that's what I'm curious to see here. We see some smoke coming into turn 3. Seeing Cogdell egg-shape the corner here and gaining a 10th on his last lap. 24.80, 24.84 for Beverly and Nick Lawrence. Jeremy Talley involved in something. Looks like he jumped to pits. Egg shape is a pretty good way to run this track, and I'm just trying to figure it out. Just trying to get a little insight from everybody. Same lap time for back-to-back laps for Nate Cogdell. 25 seconds flat for Mark Beverly. Nick Lawrence faster than Mark Beverly at the moment, so we might see those things push in. John Ciolino, the 33, off 4 from the start of the race, has some nose damage and some rear damage there. He's off 14.5 seconds. Cadmore in the 86 is down 3 laps. Talley decided to call that day. He's done for the day, so he is not going to get out there on the field. So you see out next to the name there. Jared McCauley still out there in the racetrack, 10 laps down. 5 laps for Patrick Baldwin here. Shane Shepard in 11th. 20 seconds the difference, trying to figure a few things out here. Double 0, 1.25 has the 69 low. Baldwin now 6 laps down. And that is the way the cookie crumbles. 61 laps. A lot of racing left still to go, folks. And we'll let them settle in and do what they do. And we'll watch how this race unfolds. See the 33 and the 23 side by side back here. That's John and Joey Allen. Joey Allen utilizing the outside lane. You can gain a ton of speed on the outside. He's still not clear. 33 trying to find that extra speed. 23 is able to make that high line work. He's just got to keep it out of the wall. 33 might pull a slide here. 23 might have a run on the outside. He's going to still carry that outside. John needs that inside lane to be free because that 23, Joey's just making it work. He's making it stick. That O'Reilly Auto Parts Chevy really killing it on the outside lane. So that was good running. That shows you how competitive it is on the high line. Wonder if he kind of gave up gets into the wall a little bit. The 23 does. I wonder if he just kind of let him have it. I'm not sure. Brett Summers in the number 7. 14.8 seconds back. Raj in 6th here. Trying to close in some space. Haas up to the top 5. As 2 Beverleys are looking at the top 5 right now. Nate has run 24.8s for a minute. Let's take a look here. 25.1, 25 flat, 24.8, 24.8, 24.8. Well, basically 24.9, 24.8, 24.9. And bettering Mark Beverly behind him by 0.2 of a second each lap. Except for this last lap, Lawrence was a little bit better than Mark Beverly. We're taking a look at the lap times here. As you see, 25 seconds gained there. 25 to the gain there. And Nate Cogdell faster at the moment. 24.8 once again for him. 00, 13, 18. Scott Black in the 8 and 4th. 9 seconds. Haas Beverly trying to close in some distance here. He gains a little bit on the leader, but not by much. And right now, fastest driver on the racetrack, still Nate Cogdell. Mark Beverly, I don't know how he just lost 0.5 of a second. I don't see any. Oh, he's got some right rear damage. Never mind. Everybody, I see where he lost it. All right. Pedestrian race for the drivers. 2.5 seconds gain. Mark Beverly, 25.29 on the I rating. Nate Cogdell, 16.59 on the I rating. A-Class 2.18 driver for Nate. Mark, 3.54 on the safety rating. Nick Lawrence, 14.07 with a 3.18. They must have had my week where I lost 300 I rating. Scott Black, 22.62, 3.49 on the I rating. And Haas right there in the same, close to the same as Nick there. Lots of fun. Good to see everybody out there running and improving or trying to improve and figure out where they can make ground and improve. Scott Black gaining a little bit here. He goes around Shane Shepard, who's the first truck 1 lap down. Joey Allen in 10th, right behind the 7th of Summers, trying to get some positions back here. Brett Summers trying to get some positions back. He's there on the high line. This is there's that battle again one more time on how the high line can be effective. 23, I think, is just going to be able to clear the 7 here. Summers 20.4 seconds back from Nate Cogdell. Joey Allen holding on. Summers in the Boston Web Marketing number 7. Trying to do a decent job. Cialino down low, giving up some room here. Mark Beverly to pit road. 73 of 140. And that puts him about 54 laps on those, or 44 laps on those tires in that fuel cycle. And we'll see what happens. Nate 4 seconds over Lawrence. Lawrence in 2nd. Scott Black in 3rd. Nate might be just trying to put some time in here. And try not to lose too much ground. All right. Pause for the hydrates. I'll be back. Green flag pit stops have begun. Nick Lawrence, Scott Black still need to come in. So does Joey Allen. But he's going to hit pit road this time by Nick Lawrence and Scott Black. Have Haas Beverly not far off as well. He's going to be down pit road. He's going to be a lap down. Does look like Nick Lawrence trying to put some ground. His last lap, 25.08, was faster than one of the laps that Nate put in on one of his last laps that he had. Mark Beverly to 3rd now as the green flag pit cycles have begun. Something happens while these drivers are on pit road. That would put a lot of people looking for a free pass here right now. Mark Beverly would be the driver that does that. 00 trying to cross over the bottom. That's that egg shape I was talking about. This is how you get the run off the back. as right now the 00 and the 13 looking to try to be clear. 33 is Cialino, 2 laps down. He's going to be right in front, and 13 into the wall there. And Nate's going to be able to kind of step away here. 80 laps complete, 60 laps to go. Scott Black is your race leader. Nick Lawrence 12 seconds off the pace here. Oh, Lawrence down to pit road. Sorry about that. And then 74 for Nate Cocktail. Scott Black looks like he's going to... Oh, Scott Black into the wall there. Man, all that extra... He ran around there, got himself down to pit road, has a ton of damage. Gonna have to utilize that fast repair. 00 has the 22 here, who's a lap down. 4 drivers on the lead lap right now. Strickland, last driver on the lead lap. Nick Lawrence looks like he's gonna have to try to come off of pit road here, get up to speed, carry that speed. Mark Beverly back to third. Got Black into pits, and now Nate's going to be your race leader. Mark Beverly in second, 1.7 seconds. Has a ton of right side damage at the moment. And the pole sitter falls back. Nate goes around the field. He's about 0.7 of a second faster than everybody. Nick Lawrence to third. Scott able to get his stuff fixed. Lost a lot of time on pit road because of getting into the pit wall there. And now it's going to become a back out. He's going to be a lap down. 2.5 seconds. Mark Beverly losing a ton of time. 18 of Lawrence picking up a lot of time on Mark. Nate Cogdell going to be your race leader. Folks, I'm going to step away for 2 shakes. I will be right back. I want to answer my door. I will be right back. I apologize about that. We have somebody here for me. Sorry about the delay, folks. A little bit of fun going on. Jared McCauley had an issue. Mark Cadmore had an issue as well. Get back at it. Sorry about the delay there. Not normal for me. Not normal. 0-0 out front. 5.8 seconds over he, Nick Lawrence, and Brett Summers still drivers on the lead lap here. 95 of 140. Take a look at what happened on 75 here. There's the 44. I think his engine blew. It did. His engine did blow. What we heard there. Big old no puff of smoke there. Mark Cadmore. Let's see what happened to Mark here in the number 86. This happened on his lap 79. Oh, I think, did he stop? Something. Oh, he missed pit road. He had to back up. So he did do that. He backed up on pit road. He get on pit road. All right, 18. Nick Lawrence starting to catch up to Mark Beverly here. Yep, she just blew. She just blew up. Man, unfortunate, man. Did you have Justin? Thank you for the like. Mustafa, thank you for the like. Brian, thank you for the like out there. Appreciate everybody out there. She just blowed up. Was it just that nose damage that did it to you there, Jared? What happened? What happened early in the race? I have to ask, because I saw that it had to come down to pit road. Was it just that right side damage that did it to you? 98 of 140, and right now Cogdell 5.5 seconds between he and Nick Lawrence. Nick Lawrence has a solid. He's going to be solid to try to get second away from Mark Beverly. He's about half a second faster right now than the 13, and about 0.3 of a second faster than the race leader. Yeah. Oh, she shoved him to the. I gotcha. Man, oh man. Well, I tell you what. Still a heck of a run. Not a big deal. 14th out of 15 drivers. That'll make for. Will still make for some points today. Baldwin 9 laps down. Cadmore 5 laps down. Shane Shepard 2 laps down. Raj is in 10th, 2 laps down. 5th, 6th, 7th, 8th, and 9th a lap down at the moment. Haas making a pass on Brett Summers right there. Able to clear. Keeps himself out of the wall. The 69 still there. 7 still able to clear in the middle. 22 is going to have to utilize that midline right there to try to clear it here. On the exit, he's going to be clear. 69 to the inside. Raj having a good day here. Good to see him out there running. Matt Baldwin to the inside of the 7 is going to try to clear on the exit. Gets up high into the wall. Well, not into the wall, up next to the wall. As you see the 7 kind of rolling behind. Let's ride along with Brett Summers here. Here's what Brett Summers' gyro cam looks like. Punjabi, are they recruiting? I'm sure that they would be happy to have you. You'll have to reach out to them. They've got their league on Iracing, NASCAR East Coast Racing League. It's going to be the league. I just broadcast. I'm not the one that's I'm not the one that's running the league. Just so you know. Earlier, I had to get out of the VR. I understand. Man, that's a shame. There's that gyro cam. I like that cam. How close they get up next to the wall. Right there, they're about 4 feet off of that high banked wall. And now the 7 utilizing the high line. Haas back to the top 5. 69 trying to go around the 22 here. And the gearbox camera for the 22. This is what it looks like for the 69 behind him. Baldwin in the Ford. Feels like he's a little faster. You see him trying to get himself a little bit lower than the 22 here. There's the pass to the inside, trying to get some laps back. 9 laps down. Needs some help here. Nick Lawrence made the pass on Mark Beverly. Missed it, so apologize about that. Here it is, happened on 103 2 laps ago. 18 got to the inside of the 13, able to clear here. Down to the bottom. And 13 a little free, 18 doesn't clean. Cogdell to pit road. Nick Lawrence is your race leader. Follow us on all our platforms. Oh, I have a TikTok too. I do have Instagram. I have Twitter. I have Facebook. I have Twitch. I have YouTube. I have all that stuff. I have a Patreon too that I want to do some regular some regular benefits for those who want to support, find another way to support. So that'll be what I look at over time. Scott Black in second, Beverly in third. Brett Summers back on the lead lap now. Mark Beverly coming off pit road. Cogdell coming off pit road as well. They're both a lap down. There's the one of Strickland, who is now 22.5 seconds back. Does look like the 18 of Nick Lawrence coming out of 2. He's going to have a few drivers here that he's going to be able to help make work and make stick. Got a little right side damage. Nothing too serious for him. That happened earlier on. 108, now 109 of 140. Scott Black in second, 14.5 seconds back. Trying to close a little bit of distance here. The midline works for these drivers. Nate and Mark a little bit closer in relative than what was going on before. Mark Beverly right behind Nate Cogdell by about 5.8 seconds. So we'll see kind of how this is going to work out. Nate, of course, the fastest in the field right now. Nick Lawrence comes to pit road. He got down hard. There's Scott Black, who is now the race leader once again. 30 laps to go as they come around. And a good little run for them all. Let's take a look. Socials. Justin, thank you again once for the like. Thank you for all the comments out there. Comments are a great way for integration as well, so make sure you do that. Thank you to everybody out there on YouTube. Make sure you reach up there and smack that like button for me. I'd appreciate it. I know that all the drivers would appreciate it as well. Best way to support the leagues. Nate Cogdell just runs his fastest lap of the race, 22.94 on lap 108. And then 109, he comes in and bangs out that one. So he is trying to put some pace in between he and Mark Beverly in second. Nick Lawrence back to third coming off of pit road. He's going to be a lap down to Cogdell and has a lot of ground to make up. Haas Beverly to pit road now as Scott Black still leads around here. 112 of 140. Eight comes to pit road, gets to pit road cleanly. Now he's going to have to really try to come around and compete. Needs to find a good pace here. Needs to get down to pit road speed, 35 miles an hour. That is slow. Probably one of the slowest pit road speeds that you could imagine. So just incredible insights for all of that. Man, oh man. Thinking everybody out there working it. Cogdell, points leader, trying to win another race here. And looks to have about 7 seconds between he and Mark Beverly. Scott Black coming off of pit road now will be a lap down. So 3 trucks on the lead lap. And we're about to hit that 25 to go mark. Mark Beverly, 7 seconds between he and Nate. I think the caution is what helped Nate be able to tighten back up the field. I think if Mark had control over the front of the field when it came to pit strategy, he might have had a closer run here at the end. As still Nate super fast here, 23.39 on his last lap. Here's the last 5 lap times for the race leader. 23.248 on 110, 111, 23 flat, 23.246, 23.33, 23.38, and now 23.44. Mark Beverly losing ground almost every lap here. 115, loses about a tenth. And now 25 laps to go here at Dover. It's the Cogdell show once more as Mark Beverly holds on to second. Nick Lawrence, 18.8 seconds back. Should be the fastest driver in the field. Right now, his lap times are
about a tenth slower. Scott Black runs his fastest lap of the race, 23.38, about 0.3 of a second faster than Nate Cogdell, but he's a lap down, and that is a lot to hope to gain. He would be the lucky dog here because he's got about 2 seconds on Brett Summers, who is behind him. Scott Black trying to hold on. We're going to see what kind of laps he's going to be able to run. And sometimes these drivers, they figure things out a little bit later in the race, and you're like, man, why couldn't I have figured that out earlier? Knowing that we've only had one caution, that's pretty. It's one of those situations that you just look at and you go, man, I wish it had gone my way that early. But these drivers have done a phenomenal job to make it one caution. Most of the incidents were self-incidents. Macaulay said he had issues earlier, which is no fun. And then the engine blows and he blew up on him. Cogdell, Beverly, 21 laps to go. Nick Lawrence in third. Mark Beverly getting passed by Scott Black right now. Black just tried to drive around and get his lap back at the moment. So Mark Beverly, 8 seconds to the gain. Opportunity for some good finishes. Nick Lawrence trying to close that distance back down as well. Mark Beverly, when he came to pit road, I believe he took his fast repair, so he's got that truck in a little bit better of a situation. But barring any kind of catastrophe, Cogdell pretty much has this race in the bag. Even though Nick Lawrence is faster right now by 0.4 of a second, almost half a second, he's going to have that run on the 00, but not enough time in the field to make that work. Little gyro cam, little right on board for you. This is your race leader. Nate having one heck of a show here. So he's got the Sonic paint scheme now, and now he's got the Sonic beanie. I think he's just being supersonic. Egg shape, man. I am telling you, that egg shape is almost perfect. And what I mean by an egg shape, normally you see how he drives into the corner, lets the truck lift up, and comes down and exits low. We see that there's very few tracks that works at. Bristol is one of those tracks that you see that quite often at, but Dover is another one. Dover runs faster. It runs 23 down low. Race leader's going to have to get out of the gas early. Feather, you hear him feather right there to drop the gas in. He's going to drop in low here and try to get himself around the 23. Joey Allen had an issue there. He's in 9th. John works his way around Joey. Hamburg, New York. I like his Valvoline hat. Get it, man. He's still trying to track down Haas Beverly, who's 8.2 seconds better at the moment. Haas is trying to track down Roger, who's got about 2 seconds on him. Driving that Toyota Tundra. Brett Summers in 5th now. Scott Black in 4th. Still trying to track down Nick Lawrence, who's about 12 seconds to the good to him. Mark Beverly, 7 seconds. Almost 8 seconds now. As we see the 13, looks like he's going to finish in 2nd here. Nate blinking here. Don't blink, Nate. Don't do that. You don't want to do that at the end of the race. It'll put you a lap down. You don't want that. Nate's having internet issues here. We're going to follow along with Mark Beverly for the time being. 7 of Summers to the inside. Now 8 seconds between he and Cogdell. Nate, really, hopefully Nate's internet figures itself out, because you don't want to see him cross the line and go a lap down. iRacing does score it that way. He said his top speed is 253 miles an hour. That is not the case. Oh, goodness. 1, 2, 12 laps to go. Lawrence starting to catch Mark Beverly pretty quickly here. 13.5 seconds. Time I click on Nate. Okay, I think he might be good here. 12 laps to go. There he goes. All right, he's good. We're good. We got him. 24.69. Oh, no, he's not. 8.5 seconds left as the drivers come around. Or 8.5 seconds. 11 laps to go. 8.5 seconds, the difference between first and second. Nick Lawrence, though, he's starting to catch Mark Beverly here. And with 11 laps to go, he's got about half-second better tires than the 13 and is starting to catch Nate in the 00, who is on the backstretch here. 8 is Scott Black. Looks like he's going to try to get his lap back. He might just do that. I think the 00 has a big enough lead that he can just probably let that happen. 8 into the corner here. That's the battle. So Scott Black back on the lead lap here as he makes the pass to get himself back around the race leader. That puts Brett Summers as your lucky dog as they come around. Brett Summers in 5th. Haas Beverly trying to track him down. Haas has about 4 seconds to be able to work that. Nick Lawrence on Roger almost getting into the wall. A little free on corner exit there. He's got about 3 seconds between he and Mark Beverly, who's trying to hold on to second here. His lap better than Nate Cockdale. Cockdale 25.23. And 24.84. I was wondering. I was like, that didn't seem right. Same lap times, 24.84, 24.84 for the top two. Not much gained or lost there. Nick Lawrence, 24.66. Scott Black, 24.36. Fastest driver on the racetrack is going to be Scott Black in the number 8. It's not enough time left, but a top 5 night for him as he makes the pass on the end of the field. Nate Cogdell in the 00. 6 laps to go. Trying to make it work. Trying to make it stick. Doing a phenomenal job at of making Dover his own. Josh King giving us a like out there. Thank you, Josh. Appreciate you, brother. Thank you to the Facebook folks. Thank you to the, not just Facebook folks, but all you folks on YouTube, all you folks on Twitch. You're all just amazing. 33, Cialino about to be 2 laps down. Make it 5 laps to go. 4 laps between here and the 00. Once there's that stripe. You know he wants to see a white flag because he doesn't want to give up any pace or any opportunity here for anything to be buttoned back up. 9 seconds the difference between he and Mark Beverly, but right behind Beverly, he's got Haas with him, but out of the corner exit, it's going to be Nick Lawrence here. 3 to go, make it 2 to go this time by whenever the 00 crosses the stripe. And is going to do so in 2 shakes. You see Roger Strickland coming across the stripe there. And across here right now, 86. This is the separation. You see how much separation these drivers get. 2 laps to go to the inside. The 69 lets the 00 go. And Cogdell needing a white flag here as he comes around the backstretch, right where Scott Black is. 24.81. Scott Black still the fastest driver on the track, except for Brett Summers, who's in 5th. White flag's going to wave, and it's been a good one. It's been a pretty uneventful race. 1 caution. Most laps led by the 00. Mark Beverly was trying to stick it early. Couldn't get himself there. But 2 more turns makes Dover in the books. Monster Mile has been tamed by Nate Cogdell as he wins it here. Mark Beverly will look to be second with a phenomenal run there. Only loses 1 position. Nick Lawrence will finish 3rd. Scott Black should finish 4th here. He comes around to complete that last lap. Nate Cognell is going to be the guy. And that was a pretty darn good run. Congratulations to Nate. Race results popping up on your screen right there. Cogdell, Beverly, Lawrence, Black, Summers, Haas is going to finish 6th. Then Strickland, Ciolino, Allen, Raj finishes in 10th. Shane Shepard, 11th. Cadmore in 12th. Baldwin, Macaulay, Talley in 15th. That is your field. Congratulations to the race winner, Nate Cogdell. And we'll give a little chit chat with him real quick. Whenever he's ready. For the top 3. Well, that is apparent to where it is. All right, that's your race winner. We will. Oh, there he is. Nate, congratulations on the race win. Talk us through your race and how you're able to go from the back to the front.
Sorry, is my mic working? Okay. Oh, man. That was a thrill right there. Thrill right and a half. I don't even know where to start with that, really. Did not expect to get this much of a green flag run at Dover. It was a blast. That's really all I can say, man.
Well, it looked like it. Tire fall off didn't seem like it was a big factor here. I considered the laps to be pretty consistent, getting it into a rhythm, using an egg shape at Dover. Kind of seemed like that was the consistent line here, and just trying to avoid the wall.
Yeah, you got to avoid that wall. Don't let Miles jump out and bite you. He'll do it.
Seemed like that was good. Great race. Congratulations once again. Give your shout outs out there, Nate. Appreciate you.
All right, man, I appreciate it. And I gotta thank my boy, man. He comes down here with me every week. Thank my dad, he's watching. Thank Nick for hosting the league. This is a really good bunch of guys, man. They show up every week. I know we had a little bit of a offset this week. 15 trucks show up, but still, it's a good group of guys that comes. There's my boy. Hey.
Yeah, it's a ton of fun to watch. Congratulations. A lot of wins here. Points leader in the series. And I know that you're looking to try to continue that moving on to next week. Congratulations on the race win here, my man.
Thanks, man. I appreciate it.
Always. Actually, you're going to be at Charlotte next week, and it's nighttime, so that's going to be even more fun. That's the one I think we're going to see where the High Line comes in a little bit better.
Oh, most definitely.
Yeah, Charlotte's a ton of fun at night. All right, my man. Well, congratulations. I'll let you go. We'll go celebrate with the folks and the team, and we'll see you again next week.
Thanks, man. Appreciate it.
Absolutely, Nate. Nate's going to be a race winner. How about I not push buttons that I don't need to push? Sorry about that, folks. Man, oh, man. Nate's your race winner. 00 wins it here. And, man, can you imagine one? Could you imagine if officials went one caution and such a long run? They had some green flag pit stops there. Nate was class of the field. Fastest lap of the race was huge. And not just that, but being able to navigate that. I'm telling you that. The secret to Dover is exactly what Nate was doing there. If you can get on a stretch where there's a green flag run, find yourself in that egg shape, be able to carry the throttle, be able to turn the wheel, and put yourself in line for the right spot, that'll be the way it goes. Congratulations to Nate and all the all right.
Better catch him.
Congratulations, Mark, on a P2 finish here. I was just finishing things up, but we'll give you a little chit chat. Walk us through your race there. I know you started on the pole there. It was tough to catch the 00 there. But walk us through, yeah, little contact to kind of set you back a little bit, I think, and walk us through this race.
Yeah, it was pretty nice being out front there for a while. Kind of hated to see that caution come out, kind of bunch everybody back up. Had a decent lead there, but yeah, we made a pit stops. I think I grazed the wall on the second round of green stops, kind of slowed me up, so I had to use a fast repair on the last one, but he already had a big enough lead. I just couldn't really make any ground on him. I wanted to short pit him too, but he went in on that lap I wanted to go in on, so he kind of knew what I was going to do.
It just
So-
seemed like that was I thought you were going to short pit to be able to make up that ground, but it seemed like for every move that you made, he was trying to counter that.
Yeah, absolutely. Nathan's a smart and good racer, so he knows all the tricks. So
Still a ton of fun to watch, and Dover running with one caution. That was and the caution. I said that on the broadcast too. I was like, I did say that if the caution doesn't come out, I think that you get if it comes down and he runs you down, it would be a little closer at the end. To have one caution and that be the big factor here, how does that work into thinking about Charlotte next week?
well, Charlotte's obviously a little bigger track. I think if we only did one here, I feel like we might have a chance of going green there. So definitely focus more on long runs practice. So hopefully get some speed from there and have a good show in there as well.
I think you will. You guys have been great. It's a great Tuesday night league, and you guys have been putting on a show. Congratulations! It's still a top 2 finish. That's going to do some justice in the points. You were 5th in points coming into the race. That'll give you a good little boost, and you'll be able to try to put a run on them, because I know you guys got the playoffs coming up here in a few weeks. Congrats, Mark. Give you shout outs out there, my man.
Yeah, thanks to Nick and the guys putting on this league. Thanks to you putting on a great show, and thanks to my wife letting me race. So thanks everybody watching.
It's always the wife. We always have to thank the wives. We don't think
Absolutely.
if we don't thank the wives, they get mad. Well, mine's in control of a lot of things, so that
Oh, I know what you mean.
she'll get
Don't we all?
she'll get in my chat or get in and change my settings and screw me up, and she's
There you go,
she's a moderator, so that's right. So I have to give her
Nice.
that.
She's got a lot of control, yeah.
Oh yeah, well her name in my Discord is Damn It Babe.
Perfect.
That's what it is.
I'll
Mark,
stay away.
no, you're good, brother. Congratulations. We'll see you next week.
Yeah, thanks. Hope you're feeling better too.
Oh man, I tell you what, that was it was insane. I had that allergic reaction, put me in the hospital. It was bad.
Dang.
Again, it was the 3rd time in 2 years, and still trying to figure out why it's doing it, but it's okay. I appreciate
Sure.
you.
Yeah, no problem. We'll catch you soon.
All right, that's Mark Beverly. He's going to be in the race Friday nights. You got to tune in the Asphalt Outlaws Racing Series. You'll be able to check him. He'll be back on the track again, very soon. Next guy up, last but not least, Nick Lawrence, who I thought at the very end had that 2 seconds locked in with 8 laps to go. Nick, walk me through your race. Holy cow, buddy! You had the pit strategy, I think, figured out. If the caution doesn't come out, I think that you're second or better.
Yeah, I thought so too. Well, it didn't help that I kind of missed the pits there. I don't know if you guys seen that.
We did. It's okay though.
If I didn't do that, I probably would have. I would have definitely had Mark, or I would have been pushing him harder to the end there, and he probably would have had to give it a little bit harder. So would have made it a little more interesting, maybe. But what are you gonna do?
Pedestrian race today. That's what I call the ones that run the way that they did. It's just a pedestrian race. I called it the Cogdell show. We've seen it a couple of times where if you guys have a good green flag run, it just kind of levels out, and I don't have very much to talk about. And I go and I say, well, it's one of those races. I like gas mileage runs, but at Dover, it seems like once you go a lap or maybe 2 down, you have a hard time getting that back. Scott Black was able to drive himself back around and put himself back on the lead lap. Is that just the typical Dover, or is that just kind of the way that you look at this running?
It's kind of typical Dover. I mean, even the NASCAR guys are kind of the same if they go on long runs. But yeah, I was thinking there'd be a couple more wrecks than what do we have? 1?
You had one. Well, I mean, you had a couple guys had a couple of issues, but you had one caution for an incident, but it wasn't even that big of an incident. It was more. It was actually it was net code. The 33 was trying to come around and get his lap back, or not get his lap back. He was coming around a couple of cars. He had the line. Cadmore was up high. Netcode got them both. I mean, we're talking like 2 feet of netcode got him.
Yeah, we seen that last night in our practice race on here, so not surprising. I don't know. That's just an iRacing thing. So what are you gonna do?
It's GPS on virtual tracks. Sometimes Siri gets it wrong too, right?
Oh yeah, same here.
Nick, congrats on a P3 finish. You've been finishing inside the top 5 quite a bit and able to make it work. Next week you got Charlotte. What you got for there?
Hopefully more than I had today, but I am not very good at Charlotte. Never have been, and never will admit I am. So
I might have to get in and I'll train you at Charlotte. I like Charlotte a lot. So
okay, I'm all game for that. I mean, yeah, more help the better.
I'm the eyes and ears. I should be somebody's crew chief. That's what I should be. I should give up the broadcasting game, become somebody's crew chief, and coach them through the Coca-Cola series. Maybe I should do that. I'm not that great of it. I'm not that great behind the wheel, but I can see where things are going. Nick, once again, give your shout outs. You have a phenomenal league, and I appreciate your Tuesday nights, and I know the folks out there watching do too.
Thanks, pretty much Scott, Shane, Pat, for helping me put this on. You for broadcasting this. Do amazing job week in and week out, and then the fiance for letting me race every week in this league. So.
It's the women behind us. I was telling Mark, it's the women behind us. If you don't thank them, you get in trouble. I know. I'm one of those guys. So, Nick, I appreciate you, man. Definitely, we'll see you next week, and we'll be able to see what folks are going to be able to look forward to when it comes to Charlotte. Charlotte is, especially at nighttime, it is a ton of fun to drive. So, I look forward to seeing you.
For sure.
Absolutely. Nick Lawrence going to be your P3 finisher tonight, but Nate, again, one more time, walks away with the field. He was sonic fast, and he had a tail of 14 other drivers. There's a little video game humor for you. Appreciate everybody out there. Thank you for tuning in. Make sure that you tune in each and every Tuesday for the NASCAR East Coast Racing League, and, of course, Signature Esports on Facebook, Twitch, YouTube for all the gaming that we do, and, of course, the iRacing broadcasts. Appreciate everybody out there. Doing exactly what you're doing. Winston Throwback Series will be tomorrow. If you like ARCA cars, you're going to like those guys tomorrow night. Thursday, we're going to do a 24-hour Warzone stream on Twitch, so check me out over there. Make sure you do that, twitch.tv/signature esports, 2 E's in the middle. Make sure that you put that in there. And then, of course, and always, make sure that you go and follow all of our OBS tutorials and things out there on YouTube. Putting out more and more content. I am going to be working on doing some more content when it comes to game design and game development and things that are coming up for 2022 that we're looking forward to over here at Signature Esports. Trying to be more, not just broadcasting, but an esports platform at the same time. So I love the iRacing broadcasts. I just want to make more and more content that you folks can be involved with and a part of. So I thank everybody out there for doing what you're doing. I appreciate you all. I know the league appreciates you all, and I look forward to seeing you back in here again very soon. For myself and all my family, and thank you to my lovely lady for letting me do this as well. We hope to see you again. And if I don't see you, well, I always wish you a good afternoon, good evening, and a good morning.